Reporting from the front line of the Great Dictionary Disaster. Why has the English dictionary grown so thin? Why is it weeping between its covers? Because today is the day all words of foreign origin return to their native borders. My question to you is, initial response to this poem, what is it saying about British culture?
Sanitization.
Sanitization?
Yeah.
In what sense?
Because culturally, the words that we accept using becomes about what people feel comfortable with. Like for instance, like I said, instead of saying colonization, we say Commonwealth, right? And then if you're not saying the words that people feel comfortable with, then you're woke, right? So I see all of that, the whole process has been that sanitization, that filtering, and then therefore mourning the words that really evoke passion and spirit and reality has been having to be put back into the background.
I didn't think of it the same way. I think that maybe all of these things have just been part of British culture and our language, but now as we're starting to be kind of more aware of a little bit like what you said, people are kind of going, oh no, forget the French, they're not British, and all these things just being redistributed to other cultures, and almost like, well, what are we left with?
Being British is a dichotomy between the pride of the glorious rise of the British Empire and what it gestures to the world, alongside the embarrassment of the mindsets, thinking, and inhumane actions that made it thrive. So we create the behavior of humility, to be internally grateful and proud, but never to describe the reality of our deeds or how it still silently shapes our systems and ideals today. Being British is so complicated and under the table, it is impossible to gain consensus. Being British is now whatever slice of the cake you want to cut into. But let's not forget, taste is subjective. Want to bite?
British, the concept so foreign to me. British, an identity I can't even choose because I don't look British. British, a stolen melting pot of greed, pain and suffering. British, living off a painful legacy. British, being reminded I don't fit in. And still, some get upset when I don't call myself British. British, will you wait for me?
Britain and its leaders, Britain and its people, how have they been represented over time? Britain and its culture, Britain and its fashion, how has it been eroded or enriched over time? Britain in its past, Britain in the present, is it more inclusive or is it digressing? Britain in the present, Britain in its future, how is it shaping up? Who is designing it? Britain, who are you? Where have you come from?
Can you hear the sound of a footstep echoing in the distance? Tap, thud. The sound of one person stumbling onwards. Guided by the bright glow of discovery, they push against an endless, writhing sea of those who are blind to the world around them. Listen closely for a whisper, a rustle of the wind that breathes into consciousness from the learned. Their wise lips speak the truth that we cannot run or hide from. The cloying veil of ignorance must be cleared away, the dust of histories erased to make us blind. Tap, thud. Take my hand, young one, old one, they whisper. Grasp it tightly and let me guide you onwards until we can guide each other. Swim against the tide of those who do not see. It takes one pebble, one ripple to start a deluge. Tap, thud. It's time to step forward together. Are you coming with me?
A journey of discovery is a labour of love, laden with tales of woes and sorrows, sojourner truths and Sarah Bartlett's bartering for our freedom, fleeing towards a better future where the echoes of sorrows evolve and evoke notes of knowledge that take root, rerouting us towards a journey led by leaders of light and beacons of hope, preaching sermons of peace, lulling us with lullabies, lifting us towards liberty.